The discussion around immigration in the United States continues to evolve, and one proposal generating widespread attention is the Dignity Act of 2025. Many people are trying to understand whether this bill could create new opportunities for undocumented immigrants, especially when it comes to work authorization. The conversation is filled with questions, concerns, and hopes, making it important to clarify what the bill actually includes and what it does not. The Dignity Act has been introduced as a bipartisan attempt to address long-standing challenges within the immigration system, combining border security measures with a structured opportunity for certain undocumented individuals to obtain legal status. The bill was crafted by lawmakers from both major political parties, aiming to provide an approach that balances accountability, economic contribution, and humanitarian considerations. At the center of this proposal is a new legal category called dignity status, and this is the point where the topic of work permits becomes significant. The basic idea is to provide a lawful way for eligible undocumented immigrants to work openly, contribute to the economy, and live without the constant fear of deportation, while still requiring responsibility, payments, and background checks. The first important aspect to understand is what the Dignity Act sets out to accomplish. The proposal focuses on three major priorities. The first is strengthening border security, which includes modern technology, increased staffing, and improved monitoring systems. The second is creating a long-term legal status for undocumented immigrants who meet strict standards. The third is ensuring accountability through requirements such as paying any owed taxes and a restitution amount over a set period of time. Within this framework, the dignity status is introduced as a renewable 7-year program that provides legal protection and the ability to work lawfully in the United States. For many people living in the country without status, this could represent one of the most meaningful developments in years, but only if the bill passes Congress. A central question viewers often ask is whether the Dignity Act allows undocumented immigrants to access work permits, and the answer is yes. Under the Dignity program, qualifying individuals would receive valid work authorization along with protection from deportation for as long as they remain in good standing. This permit is comparable in some ways to the work authorization granted to individuals under programs like DACA or Temporary Protected Status, but it is structured as part of a broader, longer-term legal framework. The Dignity Work Permit would allow applicants to apply for jobs legally, provide employers with the documents they need for hiring, obtain a social security number for tax purposes, and, in some cases, pursue opportunities to start a business, depending on the laws of specific states. It represents a major shift for those who have lived and worked in silence, unsure of their future, and unable to access many opportunities. However, the bill sets clear and strict criteria for applicants who want to qualify for this work authorization. First, the individual must have entered the United States on or before December 31, 2020. This requirement is designed to prevent new arrivals from attempting to qualify for the program. Second, applicants must have no felony convictions or serious misdemeanors. Third, they must be working, seeking employment, or enrolled in school. Fourth, all owed taxes must be paid to the government. Finally, there is a restitution payment that ranges from $5,000 to $7,000, spread out over the 7-year duration of the program. These requirements are intended to emphasize responsibility, good conduct, and active participation in society. If approved, the applicant would receive dignity status, which includes the 7-year work permit. The initial period of dignity status lasts 7 years, but the bill allows for renewal. As long as the individual continues to meet program requirements, the work authorization can be extended indefinitely. This ensures stability for families, employees, and employers while maintaining the expectation that participants follow the law and contribute to the economy. But it is equally important to understand what the dignity status does not automatically provide. The program does not offer a direct path to a permanent resident card, commonly known as a green card. It also does not create an automatic path to citizenship. Participants in the program do not gain access to most federal public benefits, such as Medicaid or food assistance programs. Instead, dignity status is designed as a legal shield and work authorization plan rather than a permanent immigration solution. For individuals looking for long-term legal stability beyond the work permit, the Dignity Act includes a separate option known as the redemption path. This is available only after completing the 7-year Dignity program and requires additional steps, such as completing community service, demonstrating English proficiency, and meeting other conditions. Even then, access to permanent status is not guaranteed and is subject to review. This makes the redemption path distinct from the basic Dignity work permit. The work permit itself can be lost if certain program rules are violated. Participants may lose their status if they commit particular crimes, stop working or studying without a valid reason, ignore tax obligations, fail to make restitution payments, or break other rules of the program. This makes dignity status a conditional opportunity that must be maintained through responsible behavior, consistent employment or education, and adherence to the requirements set by law. In its full vision, the Dignity Act of 2025 aims to offer millions of undocumented immigrants a way to participate in society openly and legally, while also holding them accountable to a structured system. The bill balances enforcement with opportunity, granting work permits and protection from deportation, while also ensuring that applicants meet strict standards. If passed by Congress, it would mark one of the most significant bipartisan immigration proposals in recent years. It blends the realities of border security with the recognition that millions of undocumented individuals already contribute to the country and deserve a legal avenue to continue doing so without fear. The dignity status and its associated work permit reflect an attempt to modernize the immigration system, support economic stability, and provide clarity for families seeking security and a lawful future in the United States. In conclusion, the Dignity Act of 2025 gives undocumented immigrants a real chance to live and work legally in the United States. It provides protection from deportation and a valid work permit for 7 years, which can be renewed if participants continue to meet the requirements. While it doesn't offer a direct path to a green card or citizenship, it allows people to work, study, pay taxes, and contribute to their communities. The program is designed to balance opportunity with responsibility, requiring compliance, good conduct, and payment of restitution. For many families, this could mean stability, hope, and the ability to plan for the future without fear. It demonstrates that practical, bipartisan solutions are possible, combining legal status, accountability, and meaningful participation in society. The Dignity Act could redefine how undocumented immigrants live and work in the U.S., offering security, opportunity, and a fair chance to be part of the country's economic and social fabric.